Hi, welcome to Dayempur Farm and the Dayempur Herbals Medicinal Herb Garden. We're in Anna, Illinois today. Thanks for joining us for a live video tour of our medicinal herb garden. We welcome you to the garden, and we will be touring part of the garden. This is part 2 of a series. Some of you may have seen the first part, and that's still available on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel, which is Dayempur Herbals. And I want to let you know as well that we're offering a special online discount code for those of you who are watching the video today, and it's called Live Tour 2, the number 2. So if you go to our website and you order some of the products, you can put the code in Live Tour number 2, and hope you check it out. But in the meantime, we're going to give you a visual of the actual plants that we grow here. We grow over 40 medicinal herbs in this garden. It's a 1/4-acre garden out here at Dayempur Farm, and we spend a lot of time weeding and watering and harvesting, and we are so happy to be sharing that with you today. And just want to let you know that the information that we provide today is meant to be informational, not prescriptive. We are sharing what the plants are and how they grow and what they're commonly used for. But if you choose to use any herbal remedies, you really should check with a natural health practitioner and collaborate with them on making choices. So we just wanted to let you know that. All right, so come on into the garden and let's begin our tour. Hi. So we want to start here. We have several beds in our garden where we grow echinacea. Echinacea is known to be an immune stimulant. A lot of people will use it if they are starting to feel sick, if they have some kind of virus or cold, any kind of bronchial thing going on. If you need to boost your immune system, echinacea is one of the standard herbs that a lot of people use. The echinacea is just starting to come on now. You can see these new flower heads. This is probably the most open flower head right here. Look at the intricate colors in there and just the spiral design of the innard of the flower here. When you're making herbal remedies with echinacea, you can use all parts of the plant. You can use the flower, you can use the leaves, and you can use the roots. We choose to use the roots, and we make a liquid extract or an herbal tincture of the echinacea roots. We wait until the second frost each year, which is usually in November, sometimes even December in southern Illinois, and we harvest the root, we chop it up, and we put it into a menstruum of organic cane alcohol in well water. We let it sit in that menstruum for up to 6 to 7 weeks, shaking it every day to activate it, and then we strain it and put it in bottles with droppers. Taking a tincture is really helpful because it's a way to preserve the plant, and it's also a very potent way to take herbal medicine. A lot of people will say that if you take a liquid extract, up to 90% of that plant extract will be absorbed into your body. If you take a capsule or something that you have to swallow and it has to go through your digestive system, many times only 30 or 40% of that herb will actually be absorbed into your body. So it's something to consider when you're making these choices. One of the things that's really lovely and we notice in the herb garden, we're going to back up a little bit and we're going to start over here. The plants love to grow where they like to grow, and they like to grow together. In this cluster here, you'll see the echinacea plant, you'll see a mullein plant, and you'll see a yellow dock plant. And even back here, you'll see there's some plantain. Plantain likes to grow everywhere. Most of you have plantain in your yard or all over your yard. But it's really fun to see. Oftentimes, we try to cultivate specific beds of our medicinal herbs, but many times we just let them grow where they like to grow, and oftentimes they like to grow together. They're very communal, as we like to say. So we're going to move on down here and take a closer look at the mullein leaf. I'm going to show you this one because this is a brand new mullein leaf here. It's a rather clustered section here that is so soft. It's like almost like the lamb's ear plant. This is a very, very young new mullein leaf. This is what we like to harvest, or something just a little bit bigger. We'll harvest the mullein leaf, we'll chop it up, and we'll make a tincture out of it. Mullein is a natural decongestant. People like to use mullein if they have congestion in their lungs, if they have head congestion from a cold or allergies. The way mullein works is it demulsifies the mucus in your body. So if you take things like Allegra D or Claritin D or some of the over-the-counter antihistamines and decongestants, oftentimes those things will completely dry out your body. When you take mullein leaf as a decongestant, it doesn't dehydrate your whole body, it demulsifies the mucus so the mucus can get out of your body. It's a very potent, the cats are going to be with us all day, I can tell. It's a very potent natural decongestant. Now when the mullein plant gets a little older, we get these very large leaves, which aren't quite as tasty as we like to say. So we're less likely to harvest the leaf at this point, but now we get this beautiful tall stalk of mullein flowers. The mullein flowers are just gorgeous and they're very delicate. We harvest the mullein flowers and we dry them and we put it in our herbal ear oil. A mullein flower is also a natural decongestant. So for instance, in our herbal ear oil, we use the mullein flower, we use plantain, and we use garlic. Garlic is a natural antibacterial, and plantain will help draw out infection and also stimulate circulation. So the ear oil is very good for earaches, ear infections, tinnitus, different ear ailments like that. And some even say that it's good for hemorrhoids. I'd like to say it's for every orifice of your body, but not entirely. But the mullein plant is beautiful and the flowers are gorgeous. We have some yellow dock that is also growing in our mullein bed here. The yellow dock is quite mature at this point. This is one of the first plants that will come up. And yellow dock will take over your entire garden if you're not careful. It self-propagates like crazy. It's not the most attractive plant in the world, and even these flower heads are rather, I don't know, they're intricate, but rather dull, if you will. And we use the root of the yellow dock to make a tincture. Now, yellow dock is frequently used as a liver cleanser. It's frequently used for constipation. It will help get things moving in your system, and it will help stimulate the release of bile in your system. A lot of people will use yellow dock also for skin issues, because quite often if your body is not eliminating properly, it will show up on your skin. It'll show up on your skin in the way of acne or other eruptions or rashes. So some people will even use yellow dock if they have skin issues as well. Right behind us here is stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is kind of the companion to mullein. Stinging nettle is a natural antihistamine. It will help relieve the inflammation of irritated sinuses. So if you have the drippy nose, the itchy eyes, the postnasal drip, and you're just miserable from allergies, stinging nettle can really help as a natural antihistamine. It's also known to help for arthritic joints. So a lot of people will use it for that. I always volunteer to harvest the stinging nettle because it really helps my body tremendously. For at least 24 hours, I feel achy free from the stinging nettle. The stinging nettle is very mature right now. We harvest stinging nettle in April when it's brand new and it's only about this tall. It's fresh and it's really strong at that point. So stinging nettle and mullein leaf make for a really good allergy combination. We have an allergy relief kit that has mullein leaf tincture and stinging nettle tincture, and it has a 1 ounce bottle of elderberry syrup, which is also really good for clearing upper respiratory congestion. So people use those 3 products quite frequently for allergies, colds, flus, congestion, irritation, and such. Okay, So we're going to move over here to the hawthorn bush. Hawthorn bushes are rather ragtag. They like to grow and spread all over the place, and they have kind of these almost curly like leaves. And the hawthorn, what we use on the hawthorn plant is the hawthorn berries. Now, it's too young right now to be growing berries, so I brought some of the dried berries that we have. This is what the hawthorn berries look like, and they're red and rich. And hawthorn is a really good heart health remedy. And it's kind of interesting sometimes, even the color red kind of makes you think of pumping blood through your system and the heart function in your body. Hawthorn berry can be very good for helping support your system of high blood pressure. It actually can also help with low blood pressure. It can help lower cholesterol. It tonifies the arteries. It helps increase the blood flow from the heart. A lot of people say that it's even good for congestive heart failure. It's a really strong, supportive herbal remedy for the heart. Definitely check with your health practitioner when you're thinking of using hawthorn berry. And many practitioners say that you can use hawthorn berry with pharmaceuticals, but definitely check with your health practitioner. So that's the hawthorn berries. And then right behind it here, we have milk thistle. Now, milk thistle is a really intense plant. Some people call this Mary thistle. Some people call it holy thistle. You've got the milky white veins that go through the leaf of the milk thistle. These super sharp thistles. I mean, you can't even weed in here once the milk thistle grows. And the leaf is very, very thick. It's a really thick leaf. But it's not the leaf that we're interested in. The leaf is just the byproduct. What we're interested in is the flower. And we'll take a look at some of the flowers that are coming up once we get to the other side. But inside the flower, once it dries out, you get these milk thistle seeds. And within each flower head, you can have up to 100 seeds resident in that flower head. It's amazing. And the milk thistle seed is what we use to make a milk thistle liquid extract or tincture. So we take the milk thistle seed, we crush it up just a little bit, because the more edges that are exposed to the organic alcohol, the better the extraction process. So if you're making your own tinctures at home, be sure to chop them up. You don't have to chop them up finely, but you do want to chop them up somewhat so that there's more edges that are actually being extracted from the alcohol. We use an organic cane alcohol. It's a very high quality organic alcohol. Cane, because a lot of people don't like using grains for their alcohol. Many people are allergic to grains these days. So we use a high quality organic cane alcohol to extract all of our tinctures. The milk thistle is known to be a liver detoxer. It's really great. It helps the body release bile. If you have been on antibiotics or other medications and you need to detox your body and get the residue of those, the byproducts of the pharmaceuticals out of your system, milk thistle is known to help with that. It's known to help with allergies, because a lot of food allergens get stuck in your liver as well, and the milk thistle will help clear that out. My favorite is using milk thistle after I've eaten ice cream. Ice cream really does a number on me in terms of my allergies. And I kid you not, when I take the milk thistle, within 20 minutes, a lot of my allergy symptoms from that ice cream has dissipated. So I'm very excited about that. Milk thistle is just a wonderful plant, a good liver detoxer, and a good one to have on your shelf always. All right, so we're going to walk down the aisle. You can see we've got some more yellow dock here. As I mentioned, yellow dock will show up just about everywhere. We're getting some nice evening sun on our plants. We've got yellow dock, we have plantain, we have milk thistle. The plants really love to grow together. It's really kind of cool to see. We have various plots of lavender in our garden. We use lavender essential oil in our herbal salve, and we use lavender essential oil in our body oils and our breast care oils. It's a really wonderful addition to those oils. Not only does it smell good, but it has some herbal remedy to that as well. All right, and so as you can see, we have another rather young bed of echinacea. We have several beds of echinacea, and one of the reasons we do is because we use the root of the echinacea. So we harvest from different beds each year because the roots, you need the roots to be at least a couple years old before you harvest them and make medicine out of them. So we have to give each bed time to recover. So echinacea, and we can't resist, we're going to come down here and take a look at our comfrey plants. Comfrey is just lovely. Look at those beautiful red or purplish bell flowers on there. And we harvest the comfrey and dry it, and we use it in our herbal salve. Another word for comfrey, and I talked about this last time, but another word for comfrey is bone knit. And comfrey helps generate new cell growth. It's known to help generate new cell growth in your body. So it will help heal bruises. It'll help heal sprains. It'll help heal cuts and scrapes. It's a really wonderful healing plant. And we've had a plethora of comfrey this year. Now check out this. Look at these flowers. Oh my God. This is a 2-year-old mullein plant. Mullein is a biennial. So the first year you'll see some of what we saw over on the other side. It'll be a nice, stable plant. It'll have one stalk, but in the second year you will get like several arms of flowers, and it's just gorgeous. Really, really lovely. This one's growing right under our pawpaw tree. One of the things that I've learned about the stalk of the mullein flowers is this intricate design is designed to actually lead water down the stalk right directly into the root system. Mullein plants are drought resistant, and it's because they're such an efficient plant. When it does rain, it draws the water right to the root. And then right behind me, we have this beautiful bed of yarrow, one of my favorite plants. We use the flowers and the aerial part of the yarrow. Again, we make a tincture out of it. We make a bug repellent out of it. We use it in our body oils and our breast care oils. Yarrow is known to help reduce swelling. So people use the tincture if you have menstrual cramps or other internal swelling that needs to be reduced. People will use the yarrow bug repellent, obviously for bug repellent, and the body oils. It's really great for sore joints, sore muscles, even bug bites, which this time of year everybody's getting. If you get the little swollen bug bites, the inflammation pain relief oil with the yarrow in it will really help reduce that inflammation and that swelling really quickly. It's very effective. You can actually use it on your neck if you have headaches. You can use it all over your body for everything. So yarrow is doing very well this year. It's just lovely. All right, we want to come through here because we'd like to show you a closer look of the milk thistle flower. Now, these aren't exactly beautiful flowers yet, but you can see how they are starting. And look at the thistles. They're so intense. This will bloom into a beautiful purple flower, and it'll get 5 times as big as what you're looking at right there. And then the flower head will die and turn brown and black, and that's when we harvest it and leave it out to dry, and then we crush it to extract the milk thistle seed. And as I mentioned earlier, it's the milk thistle seed that we use to make the tincture, and it's a really powerful liver detox for many people. All right, so the flowers aren't quite there yet, but they're coming. All right, so we're going to look over here, and we've just started a new bed of feverfew. And feverfew, you can see the beginnings of the flowers here. We have feverfew over there as well. This is what the feverfew flower looks like. They're just tiny. You can tell by the size of my finger. They're just tiny little daisy-like flowers. And we harvest the aerial part of the feverfew. Feverfew is really often considered nature's ibuprofen. Feverfew is a natural analgesic that will help reduce the swelling of the blood vessels. So commonly it is used for migraine headaches or chronic headaches. It's often used for chronic pain. There's many MDs that are telling their patients, if you have to take ibuprofen every day, you really should consider switching to feverfew because it'll be a lot easier on your stomach. One of the beauties of plant-based medicine is that it's the same biology as your body, and it works with your body to help your body in its natural healing process. Many of the plants are adaptogens or alteratives, and they will work with your body to give your body what it needs and the support it needs to naturally heal. So those are some of the plants that we wanted to share with you today. And we're going to show you what some of the products are that come from the plants that we grow. And this is so pretty. I love that. All right, so on our little bench here, I just pulled out a handful of our products. And starting on the right here this is our herbal salve. And the herbal salve actually comes in 3 different sizes. The herbal salve is made with St. John's wort, comfrey, and calendula. The St. John's wort's behind me. It's not flowering yet, but the St. John's wort is great for calming down the nerve endings. So topically, St. John's wort will calm down burns. It's also known to help relieve the pain of cuts and scrapes and that sort of thing. It also has the comfrey in it, which is known to help generate new cell growth, and it has calendula, which we looked at last time. Calendula is a tissue restorative, and it's known to literally knit the tissue together. I use the herbal salve on my face every morning as a moisturizer. I use it as lip balm. I use it on burns, cuts, scrapes, bruises. It's really, we kind of call it our miracle salve. Next to that, we have the boo-boo spray, which is St. John's wort and calendula. St. John's wort I just described as a nervine. It will calm the irritation of nerve endings, and calendula is a tissue restorative. It's a liquid extract herb blend. I'm using it currently on my poison ivy, which is all over my arms, as you can see here. I've only had this for 2 days, and it's already calmed down like dramatically, and it's starting to disappear. It's a really good remedy for poison ivy. It's a really good remedy for sunburn. People use it for cuts and scrapes. Some people use it for shingles or even sciatica because of the St. John's wort in it. It's a nice herbal spray blend. Next to that is our natural bug repellent, which is the yarrow tincture. We've also added citronella oil and grapefruit oil. Grapefruit oil is known to repel ticks. Citronella oil is known to repel insects, and yarrow is known to naturally repel insects. It's a lovely, lovely spray. You can buy any of those individually, and then we've created our little outdoor essential kit. So if you're going camping and you want the salve and the boo-boo spray and the bug repellent, you can just get it all in one kit. Elderberry syrup, of course, that's great for any time of year. And honestly, having a strong immune system is good any time of year. If you have a strong immune system, your allergies will dramatically be reduced. If you have a strong immune system, you won't get that common cold that everybody's getting around you. It's a really natural immune boosting product, plus it also helps clear upper respiratory congestion. It has elderberries in it, organic local honey, or I should say raw local honey. It has organic ginger root that we grow at our farm here. It has organic lime juice, and it has organic alcohol as a preservative. It's all food. I think ours is one of the only all-food elderberry syrups on the market. I was describing the inflammation pain relief oil earlier. This has the yarrow, the plantain, and the calendula. Yarrow helps reduce swelling. Plantain stimulates circulation. Calendula is a tissue restorative. This is a topical oil. You can use it all over your body. Sore joints, sore muscles, arthritis, headaches, bug bites, you name it. It's a really wonderful, wonderful oil. It also has the essential oils of lavender and wintergreen, which creates a little bit of a heat, so it's really soothing, very soothing. The ear oil that I mentioned earlier with the mullein flowers, those beautiful yellow mullein flowers, this contains the mullein flower is infused into the oil, plus plantain, plus garlic. So it's really great for ear aches, ear infections, tinnitus, any kind of ear ailments. And then these are some of the liquid extracts that I was talking about today. The echinacea, which is a known immune stimulant. Feverfew, which is nature's ibuprofen and an anti-inflammatory for blood vessels. People use it for migraines, chronic pain, arthritis. Hawthornberry, which is a really good heart health remedy. People use to help lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol, tonify their arteries. Milk thistle is a widely known liver detoxer and cleanser. Mullein leaf is known to be a natural decongestant. Stinging nettle is the natural antihistamine. The mullein and stinging nettle can be gotten in the allergy relief remedy kit. You get the 2 tinctures plus a 1 ounce bottle of elderberry syrup. And the aches and pain remedy kit has the inflammation pain relief oil, elderberry syrup, and salve in it, if you want to buy them as gifts or just save a few bucks buying them together. And then of course yellow dock, which is known to be a liver cleanser. It's good for constipation and getting things moving. It's also, I forgot to mention, it's also high in iron. So it's a good fortifier. It's a good blood fortifier. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour today. We just did a partial, and we hope you enjoyed seeing the garden. We love being in the garden. We love growing the plants. Again, we're offering a 20% discount for our online store. If you do buy anything on our online store over the course of the next few weeks, you can put in the code LiveTour2, the number 2. LiveTour2 is the code to get 20% off on any of our products online. Visit our website. We have lots of information on the website. It's www.dayempurherbals.com. You can see the spelling right there. People always ask, how do you spell that? And we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We're so sad that we couldn't have our herbal medicine workshop this year, but we're trying to make up for it by doing these live tours and bringing you into the garden and offering some of the information that you would have gotten at the herbal medicine workshop, which hopefully we'll be able to reconvene next year. And in the meantime, please stay healthy, stay safe, and don't hesitate to call us if you have any questions. Our number is 618-713-5996, or go to our website and shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being with us today.